You are now entering the world of unscripted. Unscripted Insights.
Powered by Riverside FM.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Andrew, your host of Unscripted Insights with Andrew. Good to see everybody here. This is a new podcast. I call it the Poor Man's Joe Rogan's podcast. Nowhere near as talented. Hat tip, Joe Rogan. Great stuff. Listen to you all the time. Um, Glad everybody could tune in here. We'll be available on Spotify and YouTube. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at Unscripted Insights with Andrew. That's at Unscripted Insights with Andrew. As of right now, we've got no sponsors, so no ads. We are looking for new sponsors. We will let everybody know when our website is up. Until then, you can go ahead and email us at podcast247 247 podcast247 at outlook.com with any questions, or if you want to be on the podcast, or anything. If you want to be a sponsor of our podcast to keep it free to the listeners, again, we'll be available on Spotify and YouTube. Normally we'll have guests on the show. Tonight I don't have guests. I just wanted to come on, get the first episode out here, introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me. My name's Andrew. I got 3 beautiful kids and a wife. Been married since August of 2023. Um, Work a full-time job, just an average Joe. Uh, that's unscripted. I'm pretty much unfiltered. I need to get better at filtering myself in certain situations, but so tonight's topic, I guess the only way for me to really kick it off is to go ahead and share with you guys a video, a short video, and then we can get into the topic of it. Here is the short video. It's about 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Bear with me. Kind of a dumb video, if you ask me, and you'll understand why I'm saying that as soon as I get it started. So here's that video. Let's take a look.
We're sweat to death. Okay. Today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. This is my first of probably many recordings on a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011. And in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity. My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to. So with that, please join me on Substack. If you have questions, I will set up an email address where we can correspond directly. Up until this point, that has never happened. And it's only going to be on a limited basis regarding legal issues, legal matters. One of the main reasons that I'm doing this, there are people close to me who have been targeted and attacked recently. There are also people close to me who have had some recent things occur. And when necessary, people needed to step up, myself included. So as a proponent for the LGBTQ community, for our legal community, women's rights, I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since 2008. With that, These aren't going to be perfect. They're not going to be edited. Most of the time, they're not going to be short. But I am proverbially standing in the light, embracing this piece, still going to keep my privacy intact. So you will get very comfortable with my car. And I will explain in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy. It's not just important to public figures, it's even more important to private individuals. And with the current climate in our country, especially, it's that much more important, which is why I am utilizing the Substack platform. Yes, I am advertising this and publishing this on TikTok, possibly also through other meta platforms, but my intention is to separate from that and showcase even more why Substack is such an important resource for people to utilize moving forward. Anyway, I appreciate your time, and we'll see how this goes.
Hopefully it won't go, to be honest with you. Bona fide child killer there. They say she was acquitted, and I like to believe in our justice system. I've lost a lot of faith in the justice system, but the whole world knows she killed her daughter and got away with it. Uh, she was acquitted of those charges in July of 2011, so about 14 years ago. I I please don't follow her on Substack. Please don't give her any of the attention that she is seeking. She should be in prison, is where she should be. Uh, I just can't believe, with all the evidence that came out, all it was that the prosecution didn't present it right. And, the prosecution should have did a better job at putting this woman behind bars because, like I said, she's a bona fide child killer. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to follow her on Substack. I'm not going to follow her on TikTok. And, everybody can do, what they want. This is America. But I don't feel that she is a public figure. I feel that she is a murderer who got away with it. And I don't support people like that. She had about $148,000 in legal bills. So, and that was according to the Florida Justice Administration Commission. So, uh, pretty accurate if you ask me. Um, but now you want to be a legal advocate. How about you be a legal advocate for your daughter, the one you killed? How about that? How about you just come out, admit what you did? Because if the whole world knows that you did it, uh, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So everybody can do what they want, but I'm not following her on Substack. I think that it is absolutely ridiculous that she wants to be a legal advocate. Uh, so anyway, again, that's just a little preview. Um, a little bit more about the podcast. We're just going to have average Joes on here talking about everyday things. It could be sports. It could be just entrepreneurs coming on talking about their business. It could be, stories from when they were younger or things that they've seen being alive for as long as they have. Nobody's excluded. I personally, I have three kids. 14 is my oldest and 8 is my youngest. Maybe, with the way technology is and kids being on it all the time, maybe they'll be on the podcast. Who knows? But if you'd like to reach us, again, that is podcast247 at outlook.com. Podcast247 at outlook.com. We will update everybody when the website is up and running because you can contact us that way too. If you want to be on the show, send us an email, give us your thoughts or just whatever if you want to reach out. If you want to be a sponsor, you can reach out that way too. Podcast247 at outlook.com. We'll be available on Spotify and YouTube. And I think that should just about wrap up this episode. This is just a short episode. They will be longer than this. Just wanted to get you guys introduced to the podcast so that you can find it on Spotify or YouTube. Again, you can find us. Our YouTube channel is at Unscripted Insights with Andrew. That's at Unscripted Insights with Andrew. And you can watch for us to do videos there. And maybe we'll go live from time to time. And we look forward to talking with everybody and getting your thoughts on everything. So we hope that everybody has a good night. Again, this has been Unscripted Insights with Andrew, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
You just heard Unscripted Insights with Andrew. See you next time.
Powered by Riverside FM.